Welcome to the Toffee Blues Extra Show, your midweek extra source of all things Everton. I'm back this week, I'm Tom, and we got Max here again, the dynamic duo. We're back, and we're back to bring you some more rumours. How are you doing, Max?
I'm doing very well, mate. How are you?
Not bad, yeah. How's your week going? What have you been up to in the lead up to Christmas?
You know what? I've not. I think this is the first year in my life I've not endorsed the Christmas spirit. I'm still in Manchester. I'm not at home yet, so I haven't allowed myself to get Christmassy. I think I'm gonna get myself home in the next day or so. So I'll allow myself to get a bit more in the Christmas spirit. What about you? You've been in the Christmas spirit, have you?
Not much, to be honest. Like, I don't know. Like, as you get older, it just like wanes a bit, and it's not the same as when you're a kid. Like, but I'm hoping like Manchester Christmas markets tonight though. I would have thought like, won't they get you in the spirit? Haven't you popped down there? Like, is that not it?
They will do. Funnily enough, I stumbled across them accidentally. I was going to the library to do one of my assignments. I was like, oh yeah, that's where they are. But yeah, you'll enjoy them. They're a lovely place to go. To be honest, I think my mood will pick up if Everton start picking up a few more points. But that remains to be seen on the weekend.
We've got quite a few games in a short space of time, haven't we? We've obviously got, like, it's been frustrating over the last few games since Liverpool, really, and we haven't really picked ourselves up, but there's enough chances to pick ourselves up in the next few weeks, so hopefully we will, like. But in this segment anyway, we'll be talking about Riqui Puig. I think we were talking about this before, how you pronounce it, because it looks like Puig, but I've heard in Barcelona they call him Puig, which is it's dead weird, but we're going to roll with it and call him Puig. So Riqui Puig. Yeah, if you're wondering who it is and who's Puig, like, have a look at the title, because that's how you spell it. Like, but yeah, we're going to talk about him anyway, because there's been rumours from Sport in Spain, actually not even in England, linking him to Everton. Obviously, I think he was linked with Tottenham Hotspur at first, and then there was rumours from Sport that Everton had somehow got ahead in this move for Puig. I think he's definitely a future Barca player, so it would be a loan move, and I don't think it'd be anything permanent. But he looks like a very good player. Anyway, have you had a look at him, Max?
Yeah, of course. I mean, as soon as you see Everton linked with a La Masia graduate, you bang him into YouTube straight away, don't you? You have a little look. I've done a little bit of research. He's a year and 9 days younger than me. And just to watch him play football, it makes me feel ashamed of myself, to be honest. He's like a little magician, isn't he? Like, some of these clips that I'm seeing, honest to God, I have never seen a player so young. I mean, obviously, probably examples being the likes of Messi and other people that have come through La Masia. The way he kind of drags players around and manages to keep the ball on a string at the same time for a central midfielder, it's a really, especially for a young player to look so technically gifted so early on in the career, it's really promising. As you say, he does look like he's going to be of the Barcelona ilk. I know off camera we were raising a few possible concerns. Initially, for me, first is, I mean, that's if we even get him. Obviously, Tottenham will link with him first. And if he was to come to Everton, obviously with Marco Silva at the moment, we kind of roll with, well, I suppose it's changed. We don't really play the two holding midfielders anymore. But with Garner Gay and Andre Gomez and Gylfi Sigurdsson, how is that going to roll? He's not going to exactly be a pivot, is he?
No.
So, what could we expect?
I'm not sure how we fit into it, to be honest, because one of the suggestions someone put back to me on Twitter in the week when I raised the point was, would he be all right? I think it was American Toffee podcast. It said, wouldn't he be all right next to it, like a more physical defensive midfield partner? So maybe, because I said he was too small at the start. I thought he's about 5. I think he's 5'7", the same height as is Messi 5? I think Messi's 5'9". He's very small anyway, and he's still quite young, so he may still have some growing to do. But he is of the age where he's got to be reaching his full height now. But he still, to be honest, he still looks like a 12-year-old boy. Like, even when he plays, like, I've watched him in a few Barca B games, and he runs the shop a lot of the time. Like, he's such good, like, dribbling at the ball. He's great on the ball, but also picking out a pass as well. He can pick out a pass. His link-up play is excellent, as many of the La Masia graduates are in Barcelona. That's what they're taught. So obviously he's good as a pivot, but he's very small. I watched him at the seniors once, and it was against AC Milan in the pre-season friendly, that International Champions Cup, and he kind of like he was great on the ball. Everything they was fantastic, but he was shoved around quite a bit. Like, they kind of saw him and thought, yeah, like, let's have a dig at him kind of thing. Yeah, I feel like if he comes to the Prem, that'd be even more. That'd be every single game. He'd be getting chunks kicked out of him, to be honest. And for a brilliant young player like that, it'd be a shame for him to have chunks kicked out of him, because he's obviously got a massive amount of talent, and I wouldn't want to see that. But obviously I'd love to have him at Everton because he's a very, very talented player. But whether he fits into the system as well, as you say, I'm not sure, unless Silva wants to change it in the future. I don't know, but whether he could link up with Gomez maybe, he could have that big, maybe a bit more weight to throw about next to him, and just play his own game. Maybe that would work, but to be honest, I can't see him fitting in at Everton, which is a great shame because he's a really good player, and obviously I'd love to see him there as well. I think you're the same as well. You'd love to see him because he's a really talented player.
Of course, yeah. It doesn't. It looks like a square peg in a round hole at the moment. Anyway, I mean, what are we, 6-7 months into the new Everton project under Marco Silva, and we're still stabilising in that sense. I don't think we're in a lucky enough position to be looking at these luxury young players that have great flair on the ball. And as you said, it's still you still wouldn't know whether that'd be a permanent move or a loan move. So I just think it's not necessary at the moment, really. I think we still need to shore up in terms of the actual first team, because, as you say, still very young and may not exactly fit in perfectly to the current setup. And maybe we could gauge that slightly with how Bernard develops over the next couple of months or what have you, because obviously you have the same stature, a very technically gifted player, but maybe is just a step behind in terms of the physicality of the Premier League. As we'll gauge that in terms of how long it takes them to adapt, which, big credit to him, it looks like he's adapting a lot quicker than some people expected in terms of his defensive responsibilities. And I think that's something that, Puig would have to really shoulder if he was to come into the Everton team, that defensive responsibility in terms of covering the back line and playing off in the back. But as you say, he's been linked with Tottenham first, and if you're being linked with a team that's getting consistent Champions League football, you're not going to turn that down, are you?
No, not at all. It's I suppose I think I can see him similar to Harry Winks at Tottenham as well. So I can see him. I'm not sure if that'd be too much of a clash to play together kind of thing, but I can see a common theme, I suppose. So maybe they go for him because he's similar in terms of player. But I think Tottenham like to go for a strong player in front of the defence, and I'm not sure whether he'd fit that. Even that's the thing. Like I could see him going out on loan to like another Spanish club and then coming back to Barca to fully, when his career's fully fledged, to be honest. But I can't really see him coming to the Prem. Maybe I'm wrong on that because he has been linked with the Prem, obviously with Tottenham and Everton. But that remains to be seen as well. I think someone said about Bernard in midweek when I put the tweet out, and I said he's adapting well, but he's a winger kind of thing. So it's kind of easier for a winger to be small because obviously got a lot of space for dribbling, low centre of gravity, can like wriggle through spaces kind of thing. But for Puig, it's kind of like a different role he'd have to play, and he maybe needs a bit of physicality, but maybe he'll get that. Maybe he'll go down the gym with the lads, get Sam and Titty on the weights with him, and maybe he'll put the pounds on. Never know. But I'm not sure about that one, to be honest. It's a bit of a strange one, and whether we need them as well, because obviously we've got a choice in centre midfielders. We've got obviously Schneiderlin's looking like he might leave in January, but we've got obviously Gay, Davis, and Gomez, and then we've got options as well. We've got McCarthy as well. He seems to be at some point. So Bellingham as well. Yeah, obviously we've got a few young centre midfielders and in the 23s who maybe won't be given a chance if he is to come in. But as well, I don't want to be signing like offcuts from Barca all the time. You know what I mean? We're gonna end up being like. I seen a joke in midweek among Barca fans where they said when Adrian Rabiot was linked with Barca, and I think there's some deal in place at the moment, and they were saying, oh yeah, let's just sign him, and if he's great, we'll put him in. If it doesn't work out, we'll just send him to Everton. It's all right.
I'll have Rabiot all day. Thank you very much.
Yeah, these qualities.
That's what happened.
Yeah, he is a quality player, but just getting Barca offcuts all the time. it's worked out great so far with the players that have come. Like obviously, apart from the last game, Mina's been great, and then Gomez, and it's worked out really well. But apart from that, I just think we should build our own team rather than Barca all the time. But it's a possibility anyway. I'm not sure whether it'll come around, but yeah, that's what we think of Riqui Puig. Anyway, tell your mates that's how you say it, Riqui Puig. And I hope you liked the video. Comment on the video as well. Tell your mates about the video as well. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to the Toffee Blues. We've been Tom and Max. Hope you enjoyed the video, and tune in next time on the Toffee Blues.